Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Coders Break, because we all know that coders need a break. And in this episode, if you laugh, you win. Okay, let's go. First meme. Okay, so he couldn't sleep for 2 days because he missed her. I couldn't sleep for 4 days because I missed a stupid semicolon in my code. Yeah, I think we've all probably been there, where the most ridiculous little syntax error has sent us in a spin, thinking hours and hours, staring at the screen that something else is wrong, and it's just something really stupid. I'm sure you've been there too, right? I think in some languages it's probably worse than others. In Ruby, I'm pretty lucky because we don't deal with semicolons. It's pretty chill, and I don't spend too much time obsessing over this stuff. But JavaScript, not my favorite for that reason. Next, short answers, questions. Name and describe the 5 key phases of software development. Denial, yep. Bargaining, yeah, sure, you got to bargain with yourself to keep going. Anger, happens, definitely happens. Depression, hopefully not. That's pretty extreme. And acceptance, yeah, you know what, I think sometimes you just got to accept that it's not going to work today. Come back to it tomorrow and you'll get it done. Yes, yeah. Okay. Front end versus back end. Front end, it looks fabulous. It looks lovely. Look at that. It's just romantic. It's just amazing. But on the back end, it's an absolute cluster. Why is he proposing when she's hanging off a cliff anyway? But yeah, I'm sure back-end engineers could probably attest to this. Sometimes it's just an absolute cluster back there, and you wouldn't know it from the front end. Any back-end engineers attest to this? Okay, bit of ScoobyDoo. Let's see who made this idiotic program 1 year ago. It's me. Yeah, I'm sure this is going to happen to me at some point if I stay in a code base for long enough. Even now, when I look back at stuff I wrote a month or two ago, I'm like, what? Why did I do it that way? That's just really stupid. It's way simpler to do it this way. Yeah, that will happen for sure. Programmers while reviewing the codes. Why? Oh, that's why. Yeah, you know, sometimes in the PR reviews, you can get comments flying in a little early, especially on a bigger PR. Someone's, going through your code and thinking, well, why did you do it this way? Why did you do it that way? They're leaving comments here. You're getting the email notifications coming in, pinging you. And you're just like rolling your eyes like, well, if you just look a little bit further down, or if you read the PR description, you'd see why. But yeah, make sure you write good PR descriptions, by the way. That's one thing. If it's a UI change, include an image. Go through the details if it's a back-end change. Let people know why you made the decisions you did. That helps, I think. Oh yeah, this is nostalgia. So I'm in the I'm getting old department. A kid saw this and said, "Oh, you 3D printed the save icon?" This is brutal. Yeah, that's me. I definitely feel old. I used these at school. When I was a little kid, the 3.5-inch floppy. Has many other jokes could be made about that. But yeah, that's the case. Maybe I'm dating myself a little bit here. What about you guys? Did you have a 3.5-inch floppy at school? The UI is quite simple. Client will easily figure it out. Client. Well, they didn't get it wrong. I mean, they are holding their finger. Let's be real here. It says, hold your finger. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, you mean on the fingerprint bit. All right, gotcha. You'd be surprised at how stupid some users can be. But then again, you could be surprised that people who build software every day for a living can build some really crappy software too. That's why it's always a really good idea to work with a UI or UX designer. Or if you don't have one of them, just look at some apps in the space that are doing a really good job at what you're trying to do, and maybe just emulate some of their design. Let them do the heavy lifting for you. Yeah, another one, prime example of in need for some design skills here. Don't push, pull only. Don't pull, push only. Which one is it? I couldn't tell you. Okay, a little bit of Pingu here. So my program works perfectly. Me cleans up the code. Also my program. Well, now I'm not doing it. Yeah, that always happens. What about you? Have you tried to refactor your code? Something that was complex and you just wanted to make it a little cleaner and it was working fine before, and then you refactor and go to compile and hey, you got errors, it isn't working. Classic. Look out for that semicolon. It's probably holding you up there. Oh yeah, this one I think is a pretty classic experience for many developers. How do you code so well? That's practice. It must be an innate gift, a gift from God. It's practice. I'll never understand how some people are so talented. It's a mystery. It's practice. Yeah, I mean, people who have no idea about coding, and this was me, a couple years ago, it looks a bit like magic, black magic maybe. And people just think, oh, I will never be able to do that. That's just some otherworldly thing. These people are like special tech, nerdy gurus or something, but it's not the case, as we all know. It's just practice. The test cases, failed, the test cases failed. Great. Next release is production ready. Yes, I'm sure we have seen or will see managers just like this, where stuff it's just not ready. The tests aren't passing, the code isn't ready, but management have got their KPIs and all that crap that they want to achieve, and they want to rush it out the door. And I mean, I guess you could say the test cases, well, the tests broke because you ran them. I mean, that's another reason. Just don't run them in the future, right? Okay, yep, trying to fall asleep. Did you just copy that code? Yes, of course. Brain. Didn't you have something important in your clipboard? Uh-oh. Luckily, I never keep too much in my clipboard, but I'm sure you can sympathize with this, where you're trying to fall asleep at night, and especially if you're working on production code, and all of a sudden this little thing that you put to the back of your head earlier in the day just pops up, and you're like, oh no. What do you do in that case? Do you run to your computer, or do you just say, leave it till morning? How showers are supposed to work: int temperature. How showers work: bool temperature. Yeah, I can attest to that, especially in old plumbing. I mean, int temperature would be nice if it just went up. If it just went up incrementally, right? That would be lovely if a shower did that. But no, it's either hot, cold, on, off, scalded, or freezing. Okay, me in 500 lines of code. Yeah, a little happy picture from a child, what it looks like, and a YouTuber or a senior. They'll replace YouTuber with senior in 50 lines of code. An absolute architectural masterpiece. I do feel like this sometimes at work. Definitely. What about you? Have you had that experience where you've written some elaborate thing and only to see a solution that's way simpler? Yeah, just like this fancy house here. Yeah, it comes in good time though. It comes in good time. That's it. Very quick, very sweet. Nice little break. Now get back to coding and good luck. See you on the next one.